We descend, feel love, we defy, we defy, we defy, we defy.
Hello and welcome to Russ Plays Games. My name is Russ, and as you can see, I am sitting in front of my movie wall. I have my cool looking dragon t-shirt on, my Dune movie right next to me, and my trusting unboxing knife, which means it's time for another unboxing. Today we are doing Dune House Secrets. This is a brand new game. This came out in 2021. As you can see, it is inspired by the 2021 Dune movie. So the aesthetic is very much the same as the Dune movie, which is the reason why I have the Dune thing here. I found this at my friendly local game store. This is actually brand spanking new. It's still in the shrink wrap. I found this at my friendly local game store for $15. Somebody had bought this on like a Kickstarter, something like that, and they decided not to actually open it or do anything, so this is brand spanking new. So we are going to open this together. Okay. I was actually kind of excited to find this game. I've been around my channel for any length of time. You know I'm a huge Dune fan. And so this seemed like a really, really fun game to play. Okay, and this game actually retails for around about 30 to 40 bucks, so if you're looking to find it for yourself, it's going to cost you a little bit of money. The artwork on this is really cool, like the boxes, the way people are, all that kind of stuff. It looks like we have a time track on one side with a victory point track, and then on the reverse we have another time track with a consequence track. That's part of the actual thing. Let me see here. Looks like we have a little this is the prelude. This kind of tells you what's going on. This game takes place in 10,192 AG after Guild in a cave in the shield wall, and then it tells you what your mission goals are and where you're going to put your time track and where you're going to put what your mission goals, your special rules, your encounters, all that kind of stuff. Okay. And then it looks like we have missions 1, 2, and 3. We also have a city here, Tel Gazir, which is actually kind of a cool looking city there from Arrakis. Okay. And we also have a cool looking map based on the actual map from Dune. Okay, it's a polar view of the city, or of the planet, and then it kind of gives you some different things. So it actually kind of tells you where everything is and how everything's working. Okay. It looks like we also have some character cards. So we've got Javidar, a Fremen informant. We have an advocate side and kind of a character side, so they're double-sided boxes. And then we have Gora Malik. Okay. She's a smuggler. We have Arya Chorus, an Atreides spy. Okay. And then we have Daniel Arias, an Atreides soldier. So that's kind of cool. It looks like we have some little envelopes that you open up during the game. They're labeled Chapter 1, Chapter 2, and Chapter 3. Looks like we have some character profile cards. Kind of give you a little bit of backstory of each character. So we've got Arya Corius, Daniel Arias, Gora Malik, and Javidar. So that's kind of cool. It looks like we also have our rule book. We have a little progress sheet on the back of the rule book, which kind of gives you where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to do with everything. It's got your game prep and setup rules, basic rules on how to play, the end of the game, and then new game and some credit rules. This was kind of an interesting game. It has some different things. And then this is a skill sticker sheet. So it's got a whole bunch of different skills on it that you will take off and probably put on your character cards. So you get like different things. You get trainings, you get talents, you get some different stuff like that. There's a cool little email here. It says, "Welcome, Rebel. On October 15th, Friday, we will put into action the plan we have agreed upon and set out on our journey together. With your support so far, we are sure to weather the storm. Let go of fear. Fear is the mind killer. In the meantime, be vigilant and watch out for HSF traitors." I didn't write this. This message doesn't exist. And it looks like we have some little like postcard type cards, because on the back there's like an actual like lines on the paper. It's kind of hard to see, but you can kind of see there. And it says like Tel Gazir Owl Market, Sorko's Estate. I mean, like the artwork on these are really, really good. Like they look a lot like the actual artwork from the movies. Here's the Ornithopter Port, or the heliport. Okay, here's Tel Gazir, the actual city itself, and then Morgana's Tavern. Okay. And then we have a larger map of the planet of Arrakis. So I'll kind of let you guys see that map. That's kind of cool. The artwork is really well done. We have an asset deck. So we have like a little deck of cards. We have a bunch of tokens. So like some little like almost like wooden tokens. Those are kind of neat. We have a bunch of cards. I'm sure these cards go for the actual decks themselves. We've got prologue, so I'm sure there's probably some other cards for like the actual things for what they are. We have, it looks like, an Atreides token, which is made out of wood. Here's your time tracker. Okay. And there is a cool looking bag with the Atreides symbol on it. And then there is a whole bunch of little cardboard tokens in here that are actually pretty hefty cardboard tokens of varying, things. So I'm sure those actually, sit in this little bag, and you probably reach in and draw them out. Okay, so just for the heck of it, let's go ahead and we'll take a look at this asset deck. So this is just a little placeholder card. So like we have a whole bunch of different assets labeled A through W. Okay, and so like for instance, the A has really good artwork on it. It's kind of hard to see. It's there. I'm not sure why they're not showing up. But anyway, and then it says, the gate to Mekhala settlement is enclosed by a stone arch, and the streets are covered with a thick layer of dust left unswept for a long while. Some of the gray walls are stained with dried blood. Fire smolders on the roofs of several buildings. Sand pours into the devastated houses. The settlement appears desolate, but you can see the light of glow globes behind some of the metaglass windows. "This is where I leave you," says Sammet. "You're on your own now." Fremen nods his head and turns back towards the shield wall. "It's not safe. Harkonnen forces are everywhere. Even still, Zar Zur has entrusted you with this mission, so you have no choice. You walk through the unguarded gate." So I'm sure what this is that you put these different asset cards down, and then you'll draw them every once in a while. And it's likely that those will give you it's likely that those will actually give you your various parts, your various story components as you play through the game. And again, I will have to kind of actually kind of play through the game a little bit to kind of understand it. But that being said, I am looking forward to playing this. This looks really, really fun. Looks like there's a lot of really cool stuff there. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So I'm going to stick... Come on. Come on, asset deck. Get your butt in there. Alright. And then what we're going to do is... So we can just stick A down in there. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. And then we stick them back in there, and there they go. Now... Alrighty. So that's kind of cool. That's got a really nice looking Fremen on the front. It says Dune House Secrets, and then it looks like you have a bunch of different cards, and then these kind of tell you what cards you're going to draw for your different things. And then, so for instance, there's your prologue deck. Okay. So you have 10 cards in the prologue deck, and they each have different stuff. So for instance, when you read number 1, then you flip it over and it has a choice on the back, and wherever you choose, that goes to that particular card. So you could choose to go to 3 or 10. And so if you choose to go to 3, then you read card 3. Okay. And so then they take you to different cards, that tell you what to do and what cards to read. Okay, and so then you also have here's Chapter 1's cards, and then of course you have Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 cards. Okay, and then there's Chapter 3. So yeah, you have all these different cards that kind of give you how everything is going to end up kind of working. And so, yeah, you just kind of play through the game, and you just kind of get some different things, and you just kind of see some different stuff, and yeah, it's kind of a neat little story-driven game, and it's 1 to 4 player cooperative. So if you're interested in this game, it's fairly easy to probably find and pick up from your friendly local game store, or you can probably even head online. Let me hang on just 1 second here. Let me grab this is Portal Games, so you should be able to go to should be able to go to Portal Games. What I will do is I will drop a link below to the Board Game Geek, and that should have the website. If not, I'll also drop a link to the Board Game Geek down below as well. And to the original website if the Board Game Geek doesn't have the link to it. Most of the time when you go to Board Game Geek and you see some of those different things, you'll be able to see it. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this look at Dune House Secrets. If I get a chance, if you'd like to have me do a Let's Play of this in the actual, drop down a comment below. And let me know if you'd like to see me actually do a Let's Play of this at some point. Because it is a 1-player game, and I think I can probably play it with multiple people. Multiple characters, But as we say, smash that like button, hit subscribe, drop a comment below, let me know what you thought of this unboxing. And like I said, drop a comment below, let me know if you want to see me play this. And as we say, we will see you on the next one.